Hi friends, it's Carol and welcome to Sunflower Country Farmhouse. I am Carol Dyer Floyd, and if you're new, hello, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be decorating our office. Now I'm going to start out with this black tree, and I'm going to be honest with you, I do not like this tree. But right now, this is the only tree that's small enough to fit in the office. I purchased it many years ago at Walmart after Christmas, and it is black, and I purchased it because I was going to use it for Halloween to decorate a tree. I don't decorate for Halloween anymore. I just do fall, but I had this up in the attic. I did use it last Christmas in the guest room, and it turned out okay, but I am not a fan of it. But next year, I'm going to make some investments in some really nice trees. We didn't do it this year, but we are going to do it next year. So right now, I'm using this beautiful glass bulb from Hobby Lobby. I bought 2 different glass bulbs this year from Hobby Lobby, and this was the second pick that we just recently purchased, and I love these so much. So it is important that I have a tree that has strong enough and firm enough leaves or stems that these glass balls will not fall off and break. So that's super important. So I think I purchased probably six of these bulbs, 7 of them. I just love them, and I wanted to bring in that gingery color on this tree with the snow. So I'm going to go ahead and put these around the tree. And as you watch this video, I know you're going to be going, oh, that tree looks so bad. But you know what? I promise you by the very end, it actually turned out pretty cute. So I surprised myself. But we're going to just kind of go through the process and try to bring this tree alive. My husband did make put some wood risers underneath it to make it a little bit taller for me, so that really helped. But we covered those up with the tree skirt that you're going to see shortly. But anyways, how many of you have already started decorating for Christmas? I'm sure there are many of you that are finished. My goal this year was to be done by December 1st, and unfortunately that did not happen. Tomorrow I'm going to tackle the guest room and start finishing the front porch area. I still have the back porch and our dog room to go, and some touches in our living room and kitchen. We did have to remove the rug in our living room and take it to a professional laundromat and have it clean because it just looked awful. So it's drying right now, and so I'm not going to show a video in the living room. But things have just not worked out as I planned. And you know, this year I started in November. Now these bulbs are Martha Stewart, and I got these last year at Home Goods. And I'm going to use these on this tree. I think I actually used those either on the kitchen table last year or out on the back patio. But I really like these. So I'm going to add some pops of red, some plaid, and some gold in here. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. Yeah, I thought if I started a month early, I would have everything done by December 1st. But I'm telling you, we had puppies, and we still had 2 puppies left up to last week, Tuesday. They finally went to their forever homes. So I was just so busy in the last 2 months taking care of 10 puppies. So it was so much work. We're never going to breed Raven again because we're going to get her spayed after the first of the year. But it was just too much. They were so adorable, but they were just way too much work. I couldn't get anything done. It was an all-day affair, and we had to get up in the middle of the night, change pads, clean up the pens, nursing, all of that stuff. And it's not going to happen next year. So anyways, I'm getting more bulbs on this tree. and hopefully I'm going to get it full. I'm going to bring in some snowy branches or picks. I don't actually show you on video me putting in the picks, but they really do help so that I can tie in the snow garlands and the snow wreaths and throughout the office. Actually, it took a lot longer to do this tree than actually what I recorded, but I just gave you bits and pieces of it. Alright, some more red glass bulbs, and some of these are velvet and some of these are just kind of a shiny, glittery outside of them, and these are real pretty also. Now these I did get at Hobby Lobby last year, and I don't even remember, maybe some of them on the kitchen table last year, maybe some of them on the tree in the living room. But I'm super excited to show you my tree in the living room. It looks very different than what I've done in the past, so I hope you look forward to seeing that. But yes, I need these pops of red throughout here. In this room, I'm using some whites, having that snow, pops of that snow, reds, some gingery color, golds, and I'm going to be bringing in some ginger color. It's between a copper and a tan ribbon that I'm going to be bringing in also. But when I was doing this, my husband was peeking in, and he was wondering if I was going to be able to pull this off. But when he got home this evening, I took him in here and he was absolutely shocked. And he said, I sure hope it can stay this clean and the desk looks this clean. It'd be nice if it could stay like this all the time. But yes, I surprised him. He was really impressed that I pulled it off. So I know right now it's just not looking too good, and you're just wondering, oh my goodness, is she going to be able to do this? Because right now this tree does not look that good. It's got some different color ornaments on it, but that's about it. Alright, so here's some acorns I'm going to put on there, and these were purchased at Hobby Lobby over the last few years. I believe they still have them. So I'm going to start bringing a little bit more of that gingery color in with a little bit of brown to kind of go with those gingery color glass bulbs. I wish I had more. I think I only had about 8 of them. It would have been nice if I had a couple more boxes of these. But I'm just making do with what I have. Everything in here is from previous years. I think I do use 2 new prints that are going to be in frames. But everything else in this room this year is from past years. I do have a new blanket that I'm going to place on the sofa in here, and I did get that gingery color blanket from Target for $10. It was on clearance after fall, and it was absolutely perfect for this room. I was fortunate enough to have about 4 boxes of these snow-looking ornaments. I do really like these. I think I put them in the living room last year, but I do like them, and I probably will use them for many years. Now, if you are a subscriber, that's fabulous. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you. Here's this cute little owl ornament. I'm going to add that. And if you would hit that like button, it does help for other people to see this video. And if you have any comments, I would love to hear your comments down below. I always will comment back to you. Every single person who writes something in the comments, I always comment back. Thank you, or answer any questions. But this is a good time right now to go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. If you would, I'd really appreciate it. And my husband got me this sweatshirt. It's kind of a pale yellow. It says Mrs. Floyd on the front. He had it custom made for me for our anniversary last year. And it came kind of late. And I don't know why. I never wore it last year. But this year I've absolutely loved it. It's been very chilly the last few days, down in the 30s at nighttime and in the 60s during the day. So it's been wonderful. And since I don't work out of the house, I work in the house, I work at home, so I typically just wear sweatshirts and sweatpants. I like to stay comfortable. I do have some nice clothes for church and to go out, if we do go out in the evening, but I like casual clothes. And I'm very frugal when I buy clothes. I don't really have a ton of clothes, but I have a neighbor that works for Cabby, and so she is going to dress me, at least get me a few things. So we will see how that goes. She's a stylist, so that's pretty exciting. So now I'm going to go ahead and tie some of this gingery color velvet ribbon throughout the tree and make some cute little bows. And I know you're probably still thinking, that tree still doesn't look that great. Well, you're right. It still doesn't look that great. But give it some time. We got a few more things to do to it. I'm going to surprise you at the end here. I think I have bows on all my trees this year, so I did a lot of tying, a lot of ribbon this year. Okay, so I maybe fibbed a little bit. The ribbon is new, but everything else I've had. I tried to use as many things that I already had to decorate the office this year, and a lot of them throughout the rest of the house. Now, if you are a dog lover, we do have a dog room, and we have several poodles. And last year we decorated the dog room in Grinch, and we're going to do that again this year. We're going to try to mix it up a little bit so it looks a little bit different, but we will probably use those Grinch ornaments every single year in the dog room. We did get some new stockings for the dogs this year. We had the buffalo check ones, and I'm going to pass on doing the buffalo check this year. I may store it, or I may sell the buffalo check stuff. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure I like it, but then I don't like it, or I got tired of it. So we're going to take a break this year from anything buffalo check, which means the dog stockings too. Alright, it's starting to take some life. Now we need to put some pine cone ornaments on. Add some more of the brown in. I do have a very, very busy week. We have a women's Christmas party for our county for a group that I'm a member with on Thursday night. And then Friday night we have our cookie exchange party here at our home. And I don't know what I'm going to make yet, but if you have any really wonderful cookie recipes, I would absolutely love it if you would link them down in the comments, the recipe. I'm always wanting to try something new. Okay, the tree is starting to come alive a little bit. I am trying to get the back side. It's not real easy, but I'm trying to reach back there and get some ornaments on that side. Now this will light up, and you'll see this from our front walking in our home, the tree. Now I'm going to take a break from the tree, and I'm going to hang the wreath. This wreath is so old. I had to hot glue some things back together on it, but it looks a lot better now. It's still a pretty wreath. I added these gold bells. I got these last year at Hobby Lobby. Alright, so I'm going to tackle this fireplace. This is a really old piece of garland. It is unlit. So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to just put it across the top or if I'm going to drape it in front. And I do have 3 command strips or hooks on this fireplace to help with this garland. Now this is an old fireplace. It used to be a dark brown, and probably about 5 years ago I chalk painted it and distressed it. I was going to get rid of it because our dogs chewed the corners of it. So I went ahead and took some wood putty and puttied the corners, and that's why I painted it. And then I distressed it, and I actually like it so much better now than I liked it before the dogs chewed it. So that's kind of a funny story. But here we have it still in our office, and I purchased it probably this fireplace in 2012, and it still works. Still heats up the room. No issues with it. It's so crazy. Alright, so I'm getting these lights, twinkle lights, wrapped around the garland. I did have these lights from last year, and I'm going to kind of adjust some of this garland in a moment so it's not sticking straight up in the air. So bear with me here. But it definitely needed some lights. And I must have knocked it down multiple times. It wasn't staying too well on this one hook. But I finally worked it out. Alright, so these bells were actually together like on a pick, and I never could find a place or put them anywhere where they actually looked good, so I just cut them all off the pick. And I'm going to put them all along the garland here. I'm not going to make the garland too busy because I do not want it to take away from the tree. So I want the tree to be the main focal point in the room. Especially since it's a very small room. Alright, now I'm going to come in with this tray I purchased at Home Goods last year. And I'm going to add a red book and my white clock. And on the other side, I'm going to add this cute little lantern. It does light up. And then I hung these little black jingle bells down the side. It's simple, but I think it looks cute. Alright, now to tackle over here. So I'm going to put some, or use my dough bowl here, just with some greenery in. I threw in a few red berries on each side, some snowy pine cones, and then I'm going to put this little white old little miniature suitcase and a print here in the middle. Candlesticks. And I'm going to use some more books. So if you have plenty of books at home, books are wonderful for decorating. I use them throughout the house. And these are a green and gold book. Okay, now I'm going to add a print so I can block all my envelopes. I don't like looking at them. I'm going to put that on the left side. And we're going to add this little rustic tree from Hobby Lobby. And I purchased that several years ago. I have several of them. And a little bowl with some filler. I do end up putting a candle on that right side a little bit later. So the shelf above our desk, I'm going to put up this print, and this is one of the new prints that I purchased this year. This one actually came from Amazon, and I can link it down below. It is a canvas print. And then some more candlesticks. And another one of the little rustic trees here. So this is how it turned out. It is so cozy. And look at that tree. It has now come to life. This beautiful canvas above the sofa is from Hobby Lobby this year. Uh-oh, that was another thing I bought. Okay, so there's a couple things I did buy. I would love to know what you think about the office. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to just spend time in here and just sit and read a book, read my Bible, snuggle up on the sofa. And thank you all so much for watching and spending your time with me.